What up, YouTube? Okay. Well, by the way, flower power is awesome. And very soon, you'll see what I mean. We're gonna go in with, oh right, I forgot. I didn't put the Torturous Nightmare on there, but you will see him soon. So, and sorry I'm late with the octopus set, but here it is. And I hear people complaining on Reddit about how I don't, how I do not, I didn't do an event round, so Spring Champion being better than Divine Judge didn't really count, and because it was only survival. Well, for you critics out there, okay, we'll just show you these things in a premium round, just for those critics like you. Let's just make sure that it's recording. Yes, it is. This for you silly-ass critics, we'll do it. We'll go into a premium round, just for you silly critics. Here we go. Vampire. With the octopus. With the damned octopus. There's one damned octopus. I'm gonna keep on. I may say the word damn over and over again in this battle, but not because I'm actually trying to swear, but to make a pun on those offset octopus of the damned. Now you see how annoying it is with Ape Rampage. Because now my opponent cannot move. Not only am I spamming the hit, but also my opponent cannot counterattack when I do that. See? They can't counterattack. The regular Ape Rampage can still be parryable by the AI, but not this thing, because they are stunned beforehand with the bomb, which before it did not allow you to do. And only the boss battle was allowed to, the boss of the boss battle was allowed to do that. Not to mention it even deals damage if it misses. Bowling! Score! Not quite a score, because he dodged it somehow. Knockout, I win. That's just to show you the octopus. Now that you see how good the octopus is, I think that it's pretty good. Almost as good as Torturous Nightmare in my opinion, to be honest. Almost as good as that, possibly as good as Divine Judge. Actually, in my opinion, to be honest, I think it's better than Divine Judge. Way better. That's just my opinion. I could be wrong, which people on Reddit will probably quickly say that I'm wrong. That's better than Divine Judge, because each of them have fought Octopus of the Damned several times with Divine Judge, and kicked his rear. Even with his additional abilities the boss has, unlike this one. Now we're going in with Torturous Nightmare. Let's see what's that little guy? What's that silly guy? Where are you? Switching even if we win. And then we'll show you Immortal Lord. Yeah, I got the Singing Cowl now. Got the full set from this event. Wait a minute. Yeah, I passed it. Yeah, I passed it. Torturous Nightmare, which I love in the Midnight Lotus skit, so that's why I said it's flower power in the very intro. Because of Lotus is known as a type of flower. And soon Mother Death will die to a flower. Or maybe a vampire lord. Much more or less embarrassing to die to a vampire lord by someone who's literally immortal than a freaking flower. I mean, that's the last thing you want to lose to in a fight. Let's be honest. One of the last things you want to lose to is a flower. So you could probably describe how embarrassing it is to lose to a flower in the comments section later on. If you lost to a flower, how embarrassed would you be if you lost a fight to a flower? And I'm not talking Flowey from Undertale. I'm talking a regular old flower. Not just Flowey. Flowey is understandable on hard mode, on Massacre, on whatever it's called, on let me find the word for it. Understandable to lose to Flowey. Exile mode, I think, is what it's called. Correct me if I'm wrong, but yeah, Genocide run. On Genocide, Flowey is just that hard. It's much harder than this guy, but who knows? But it's actually it's much harder than that on Genocide run than this Torturous Nightmare BS. But still, Torturous Nightmare is incredibly hard to fight, as you just saw how it can win. Time for Immortal lore now. Unique. Immortal Lord. Oh, we're switching there. Let's see if he can beat Mother Death. Immortal versus the Queen of Death. Immortal Man versus Queen of Death. Who will win? Mother Death versus the Immortal Lord. The Death Lady versus somebody in charge of death is going up against someone who's immortal. Should they have known better? Shouldn't this woman have known better than to fight someone who's immortal? If she's an executioner. Let's just see how immortal I am. Knockout, thanks to my revenge skill, which gives me bonus healing. Plus, I added life steal, and then I'm going to show you even how to make Monkey King OP. After this. So I know that people have been wanting my more short videos, so I'm going to make more shorter videos now. Because that's what gets me the many more views. Darn it. Like the shorts? Go get shorts. Now I win. Before it glitched out, so I lost in this fight. But as you can see how good Immortal Lord is. Okay, what Immortal Lord does. Now I'm lower on hit points than my opponent. Look at that, I just healed up. When I'm higher on health, I do bonus damage. And God help them if they disarm me. Right now. Boom, knockout. Just like that. The spin strike. Yeah, the one-handed sword is really good. I like it a lot. Possibly even better than the two-handed sword. It's a little more complicated and not as aggressive. Sorry about that. Now you saw each one in combat, so now I'm going to take a little break. I'm going to stop doing that, just to show you how to make these certain sets OP. First off, towards Immortal Lord, I put Basher, Avalanche, which is pretty good. I'm not sure how good it is compared to Steep Dive, but it depends on what you're aiming for. Head hits or low hits. It doesn't really matter. It does really matter. The Basher is to stun them, and the Life Steal, obviously you know what that's for. Healing him whenever I want, as long as I have my weapon on me. Instead of just when I'm when I'm low on health. I can heal whenever, given I'm not disarmed. But if I am disarmed, I have this little Retribution ability that allows me to increase my damage by 57% until the end of the round after being disarmed. So yeah, I deal bonus damage if they disarm me, And God helps me if that's on a crit, because I have the revenge perk too, for 5 seconds. It lasts 5 seconds. So if you disarm me with a crit, and you have Herald gear, well, let's just say you're screwed. Because I'll just do plus I'll just double in damage and knock you out. In one hit, pretty much. Or a few hits, but I'll pretty much knock out my opponent if they disarm me with their crit. So, Heralds are probably screwed to this set now. To this type of set. Plus I added double damage return, in case they have combos. Which is also very good for... What is that thing called? This is also very good for... What's his name? Oh, right. It's good for Living Legend. Because Living Legend's main ability, as you can see here... Wait a minute. As you can see here, Living Legend's main ability... Let's just equip this for a little while. Living Legend. You're protected with a shield that absorbs your opponent's attacks with a blast and that takes 10 seconds to recharge. Now, let's say I didn't need to wait that long, and each time he hit me, he just received damage over and over again. Yeah, that would be annoying. And deal 40% of the incoming body damage to the enemy? Yeah, it would drive them nuts. They keep on hitting me with these combos, which only has a 40% chance to react, but it's pretty good, though. The more often you hit me, the higher chance it will affect. Especially if that 10-second mark comes up, and then, boom, you're dead. Just with me doing almost absolutely nothing. Not to mention my weapon is also super heavy, so I'll do even more damage to you that way. Which... Yeah, it's the heaviest weapon in the game and the slowest, so it's pretty balanced that way. Heavy means that since it's heavy, it could do a lot of damage each time it hits. But it's so slow that if your opponent has a lot of combos, that's not helpful. And now for the last part. Showing you how to make the Monkey King OP. Let's go to my Monkey King set. Unique, Monkey King, back. Now let's add, the flask can't get anything, so we're not going to add anything, but it already has what it needs. Instead of poison, I'm going to put on Wolverine. Instead of Pluck, I'll put on Shadow Leech. I'll explain this later. And of course, if I had Skyfall, I would put it instead of Wooden Hailstorm. Now I keep Regeneration and not Poison Skin. But I'm going to put in Flurry. Or Shadow Kick. Actually, that's pretty good too. I didn't notice that. But now, instead of Regeneration, actually just keep Poison Skin and Regeneration right here. That's perfectly fine. This is how you make it OP. Look at this. So, my opponent hits me. I regenerate, I heal up. Just like, and if I throw my flask, I also heal up. So I can pretty much heal up whenever I want. Almost whenever I want. But I just have to get lucky, pretty much. But I just have to get hit. I get hit. I just have to get hit and I'll heal up. Wolverine deals bonus damage. So I don't need to wait till my flask gives me bonus. And then increase that to add that to the flask's bonus damage, and that does even more when I attack my opponent. Shadow Leech, why I added that? Shadow Leech I added because, well, with a combo hit, I can steal their shadow energy. I can get bonus shadow energy now. I'm debating on whether bonus I should put. Plus, the flurry attack also requires the 3 hits to give you a 25% damage bonus. So, yes, this is why you have it, Wolverine and Flurry, to bonus the damage up when you use a combo. Pardon those guarding noises. I just had like a really nice bagel at Dunkin' Donuts, so that's why I'm doing that. But I shouldn't be anyway. I should hold back for the video. And yeah. Who's gonna just like on there? Because it deals damage to your opponent when they hit you. So I would love it if they would have like a special ability set with something like that. Okay, so this allows you to heal anytime, increase your damage anytime, and still get bonus shadow energy anytime. Pretty overpowered if you ask me. Maybe I'll just put on Shadow Kick instead of floor work, but then again, I would need that for the combo of 3 to act out. So I attack with kick, but block with the weapon. So yeah, now you see how to make the Monkey King set OP, but this is just my opinion of it. There are people on Reddit who may know better, and the Discord server especially knows better. They're even more pro than the people on Reddit. So definitely go there if what I'm saying makes no sense, and ask them if it would work. Because I'm no expert. They're more the expert than I am. So with no further ado, peace out, my dudes. This video is over.